What's up, yo? Welcome back to my my channel. I didn't forget about the Playmakers video, and that's exactly what we're doing right now. Brief little intro before the video starts. What is Playmakers exactly? Playmakers was a ESPN show that won 2 awards and was nominated for 3. Show about American football. Basically, if you want to hear the quiet part out loud, it's about the NFL. They don't overtly ever say that in the show, but that's exactly why it got canceled, dog. But yeah, no, it's a crime TV drama, but it also has comedy elements too, you feel me? It's an ensemble show, so there's a lot of main characters that we're going to have to cover, and we're going to be covering about 4 today. Episode 1, Game Day, yo. Let's roll the intro, dog. Let's get it. What up, yo? So you guys have seen the intro, you feel me? Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a short and condensed version of the Playmakers intro. As I didn't want to get copyrighted. Also, all of this is like fair use, bro. I'm using like not even super long clips. And for that one clip I think has music in it, I might not even use that. I might use the screenshots I got. Yeah, y'all are gonna see screenshots. There's a car in the background just burning ass. It'll probably be on this wall? Yeah, this wall next to me, maybe. Hold on, let me just adjust my camera, because this is kind of cheeks. Alright, so now we got this wall that it's probably gonna be right next to my head, yeah. Or I'll just cut away. Whatever, dog. I'm gonna leave that in there just because it's a little fun. But yeah, let's carry on. Episode 1, Game Day. Game Day, the Cougars are about 6 hours away from their 6th game of the season. Not only that, 2 of their players are currently not even there at training. But we'll get to that later. One of our main characters, I was going to say our main character, but that's not entirely true, as this is an ensemble show. There's a lot of main characters. Our first main character that we meet, Eric Olisic? I think is how you pronounce that name. Eric Olisic. He is currently having an inner monologue about the last game that they played, whereas his coach told him, hey man, we gotta do this play. We have to do this play to where that if we don't do this play, we're going to lose the game. They were down expeditiously that game. And so Eric is like, okay, coach, I got you, coach. Or something along those lines. We never get to see the scene of the coach talking to him. Presumably our other main character, who is not a player, but Coach George, the head coach of the team, who is in the teams, who's been with this team for about 9 seasons now. Coach George tells him that we should take this play. We'll win the game if we take this play. And so Eric does. Eric is their linebacker. And so he ends up sacking the guy, and it was a clean hit. It wasn't even like illegal or anything. It was a very clean hit. No fouls. No nothing. But tragedy occurs, and he ends up paralyzing the guy, like fully, from the neck down. So much so that the player that he injured can now currently only wiggle his toes, dog. And that's not gangster at all, man. That sucks. That's how we open up the episode, dog. Roll the clip.
I hit this guy. Clean. No penalty or nothing. Coach told me it saved the game. Even got a game ball. Everybody who plays football gets hurt, one way or another.
Doc says you're doing better. I wiggled my toe, asshole. I brought you some DVDs, Matrix and Ronin.
And so that's terrible. But we move on to another segment in the episode, or the first couple of minutes. We meet Leon Taylor, the former starting running back of the team, currently getting a cortisone shot in his knee. It appears, not even just appears, I mean, if you have eyes.
You got agents and managers and lawyers and shit. But you would. The way you turn and cut at impossible angles. His body horizontal to the ground. It's incredible the way you lie and weave. You're in full flight and you haven't even left the ground. You think it's always going to be like that. Until it's not.
Yeah. Dude has a gnarly scar on his knee from multiple knee surgeries that he's had. He's an aging player. So much so that he lost his job to our other main character that I will get into later, the current starting running back, Demetrius Harris, played by Omar Gooding Jr. Oh, I didn't say before, but Eric Olisic is played by Jesse Matthew Smith. Or Jason? Said Jesse. It's definitely Jason. I'm so sorry, Brody. Jason Matthew Smith and Leon, Big Brother Leon, is played by Russell Hornsby. But, I could tell you Coach George's actor, but I don't feel like looking, actually, do I know? I know it's Andrew, or, no! I'm so dumb! It's Anthony Denison. Anywho, it's all good. This is the first video ever. I've never done a video like this. Give me a little bit of slack, guys. Anyway, Leon Taylor is at practice, and he wants to show everybody that he still has it, you know. A lot of the team knows that he's a bench player now, because DH, Omar Gooding Jr.'s character, took his spot. And so at practice, he challenges DH, who is our third character that we meet, roll that clip, to a race.
Whatever.
Hey, look, me and you, let's roll.
Come on, man.
Look, you want my job, you're going to have to take it.
Hey, your shit's already gone.
Then what you got to lose?
It's your funeral.
Hey, yo! Sit up to 40.
Got it. Finish at the 20.
As you saw in the clip, Leon don't got it. Leon don't got it no more, guys. Leon lost the race by like a foot, literally like half a foot. So it just kind of enforces that fear that Leon has about not being as good as he used to be, even though he's definitely very capable on the team still. He's not that old. I didn't look at the characters' ages because I didn't think that mattered so much. But that's just one of his plot lines this episode. He has another plot line with his wife and a news reporter that he is trying to work for. Samantha Lovett is the news reporter's name. I'm not entirely sure what Leon Taylor's wife's name is, but we're going to just call her Miss Taylor for right now until next episode when I get her name. Because I just don't have it written down here, man. But yeah, no, so they're beefing now, him and DH, right? But let's talk about that man in particular, DH, dog. DH by far is like my favorite character on the show. It's like he is the right amount of antagonist, but also the right amount of like likable, that it's kind of strange to see that he's like a bad person, not a good dude. Really good athlete, surprisingly, due to what you're gonna find out in a second here. But he's like a piece of shit. And he's like hilarious too. He's like really funny on the show. And so yeah, Omar Gooding Jr. Shout out to Omar Gooding Jr. Yo, he's a legend, smart guy. That's all I'm saying. But DH, he has a plot line in the episode where, like I said earlier in this little joint when I was breaking down the episode, at the beginning here, these are the two players that are late. DH and his boy Buffalo. Throw those pictures up or the clip or one of them. Anyway, my point is that DH and Buffalo are currently late. I'm calling them by their nicknames because that's really what they go by in the show, and I don't feel like I need to say their full name every time. Like, Leon's just called Leon, Eric's called Eric. They don't go by their last names. I'm just doing that for the sake of this first video. But DH and Buffalo are somewhere with the women's, you feel me? Because they were having a good night last night. They were partying, and when I mean partying, they were partying hard. Particularly DH. Because DH, our good man, Omar Gooding Jr., is an addict. And a heavy one at that. And so, that is something that he struggles with the entire show. As I've watched all of Playmakers, but I rewatched the show just specifically to make these videos. But DH deals with that like the entire show. He deals with a lot of other stuff too, but especially the drugs, particularly nose candy. You know what I'm talking about. The cocoa, brother. He's in love with that. What a terrible joke. But it made me laugh, so hopefully it made somebody else laugh too, bruh. But him and Buffalo are late. Buffalo wakes DH up, trying, or at least he tries to, and he does successfully eventually. But DH is still a little zooted, sleepy, hungover, all of the above. Next to the two baddies in bed, and he's not trying to leave. He's not trying to leave the baddies. But eventually Buffalo gets through to him, and you know he ends up talking him into getting in the car, bro. We got to get up out of here, bro. We got to make it to practice. They are 4 hours late, bro. They are 4 hours late. They missed the mandatory breakfast that I didn't talk about yet, but there was a mandatory breakfast meeting that they have every year or every season that when the team plays, and they missed that. They also missed practice. So they're flying down the highway, and they're going 75 and a 35.
Did you enjoy your tantric ass or not? It cost them nothing to cut my black ass. They are not gonna. The point is they could if I give them a
In DH and Bronem, Buffalo get pulled over by the police, obviously, because you're going super fast. I don't know who you think you are, boy. And they got that stuff in the car. You know, that stuff. They were reminiscing about their night, having a good old time, bro. Jolly time. Talking about that J-Lo booty. That one shot he had. But nah, man. They get pulled over by the police, and
Maybe a couple of balls. I think I got some in the back.
Bob, why don't you check in the back, see if we got any balls?
37 miles over, that's a big number. You're looking at a license suspension.
How about I hook you up with some tickets?
Tickets?
Maybe a field pass or two?
I think
Bill.
we can,
I talk to you for a second?
just give me a minute.
Take your time.
as you can see in the clip, DH kind of talks his way out of it, bro. He's a smooth talker. He's a popular player. But they still get pulled out of their car, and they search the car because they saw, one of the officers saw, the stuff in the car. But DH, before anything happened, told Bronem to throw it on the floor and, like, rub it into the carpet. And so, rightfully so, when they get back into their car, because they don't get arrested. I don't know how they don't get arrested, but they don't get arrested. Being a celebrity helps, dog. And DH is pretty upset that he just threw his hard-earned money on the floor like that. And so they're flying back down to the facility that they train at, or the stadium that they're at. And DH just drops Buffalo off instead of going to practice.
Future me here, dog. I did not mean practice. I meant game day, bro. Anyway.
Or suiting up or doing any of that. Explaining their situation to Coach George. You know, putting in a good word. So, why do you think that is? Well, I'll tell you, audience. DH says, man, I ain't got time for practice.
Now, yo, we 4 hours late. Yo, you never tell Coach, you got to be crazy. Let me do whatever you got to do, but I got to get out of here. You ain't got no time. All you got no time for is you and your whining and your nagging and you're going to make it, DH. I don't think we're going to make it, DH, because somebody's so late. You know what? If that's how you feel, I'll see you inside, player.
I gotta go. And he calls up his plug. He ends up going to the trap and getting the grip. That's what we're gonna call it. But scientifically speaking, it is crack cocaine. That's what he likes to do. He likes to do that. A lot. Like every game. So like that's a definite problem, right? And so he doesn't end up making it to practice until 8 minutes before the game, but between him and his drug binge that he does before the game, Buffalo gets suspended. Why does he get suspended? Because he wasn't doing it for the team.
You weren't responsible to the team. So I don't see why you should be on it. You're suspended. Now where's your buddy?
So yeah, Buffalo gets suspended, and he's pretty mad about that, and it's definitely all DH's fault. Like, DH is a terrible dude, bro. He didn't even care. He doesn't care. Because guess what? When DH does show up 8 minutes before the game, Mr. Wilbanks, the team owner, is like, let him play. He's the GOAT. Let him play. And originally, Coach George is really not going for it. He really was like, screw Wilbanks, bro. We don't even need him, dog. Then he caves, so DH ends up playing anyway. And this is a conflict due to Leon being on the field. Leon actually got to play, and he got to be the lead because DH was out there fucking up. You feel me? So, like, damn, son. That's basically all of our plot lines in this episode. There are some subplot lines I'm going to go over here because I got a lot of time. There is, like I said, the plot line with Leon and Samantha Lovett, to where they are not canoodling yet, which does happen. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning on this whole joint. If you've never watched Playmakers, I really think you should go watch the show. It's on. You can find it, bro. You can find it, dog. I'm not gonna say nothing, but yeah, no. There's that plot line. You have Eric's reflection at the psychiatrist that he is mandated to go to by the team, to where he talks about his childhood and how his dad watched his younger son, Eric's brother, Eric Oleksik's brother, die on the field. He passes away on the field due to exhaustion, and he just crosses his arms, and that is a big trauma that Eric talks about after finally realizing that is something that his father did, you know, and it's never something that he can ever forget about it. And so this whole episode with him ending another player's career kind of goes full circle in his life, to where it's just like a plague of demons for him. It is also kind of shown that Leon and his wife's relationship is a little rocky. We don't get too much context in the first episode, but there will be further context later episodes. We meet a few other players. Derek is another notable player in the team. Bro has so many injuries. And he's just eating painkillers, brother. He's like, man, I don't even want to say that because Kurt Angle's the GOAT. But he was doing it. He was like Kurt Angle with him, bro. That's messed up, man. Shout out to Kurt Angle. I'm sorry, dog. And that's basically the whole episode, really. Not too much else happens. They have their game. They have their 6th game. We don't really know if they won. You know, and then we get the episode preview for the next episode, titled The Piss Man, episode 2. Shout out to episode 2. That's going to be coming soon. And so yeah, the interaction between all the characters and the teammates is very interesting because it's realistic, right? I personally have never been in a football scenario, but I have played sports a little bit, and I have brothers that have played sports, and I have family members that have played sports. I have a cousin that is in football right now as we speak, and he's playing really well. And so all of the stuff that happens in the show, all of the controversy that the show has, is real. This episode aired August 23rd, 2003. And a lot of these characters, even though some of these individuals that have done these things in the real NFL, wasn't in the NFL at the time of airing of this episode, looking back on it 20 years on, or more than 20 years, it's just kind of damn, Playmakers predicted so much stuff about sports, not even just the NFL, but just sports overall. And that's exactly why the show got canceled, bro. It didn't go past 1 season. So once this series is over, there's no Playmakers season 2, guys. It's an 11 episode series, and that's exactly what it will be. Because ESPN got a lot of pressure from the NFL to not continue with this show. And so yeah, bro, that's basically episode 1 game day. That's the entire plot. summarized into about 20 minutes of footage. Plus, with all the additional footage I got in here, you know, I got the clips, bro. We got all that. It's gonna be a nice video, bro. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I've never done anything like this. I'm gonna obviously try to get better at it. This is my first go around, you know. It's never been something I've done, and so when that's like the case, right? It's kind of like, okay, when you've never done something before, how exactly do you get better at it? By doing it, and that's because, hey, bro, we can all be playmakers if you want to be. That was corny, dog. Don't listen to me, man. But yeah, I love you guys. I'm gonna probably record a session chat real soon, as like a corresponding video to just release after this. And so yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed my breakdown of episode 1 of Playmakers Game Day. Hope you guys like the intro. I hope you guys like my commentary. Hope you guys are having a dope ass day, man. Mic drop for real.
Here are some scenes from the next episode of Playmakers.
Ephedrine, andro, anabolic steroid, HGH.
Yeah, anytime you're interested, I can hook you up.
I'm in this for my own. I'm not looking for a leg up now.
They're squeezing you, aren't they?
Niggas out here snitching. They with the rat pack. Hit 'em